Greetings, my name is Chad. Welcome back to my channel. This is Houston, Texas, Zone 9A, and in this episode I'm going to go over the results of the wildflower planting. Super excited to jump into that. But before we do, I highly recommend you go check out my previous video. It's a general walkthrough of this garden. The link is down in the description. Let's get into it. This is a seed pack that I ordered off of nativeamericanseed.org. Probably the best place to order seeds, especially if you're going native. Now I got the native Texas mix. There's quite a few perennials here, but there's also, I believe, some annuals. Here's a little highlight of the species, but let's go check out the results. So if y'all remember last video, this little section right here, as well as the rest of this bed, was planted with that native mix I just showed you. But the flowers are finally coming in and it's starting to look gorgeous. So the yellows, you know, that's your clasping cone flowers. The reds are your Indian blankets. We've got some rudbeckias finally coming up. Starting to look a lot fuller. And this tomato rudbeckia blanket flower too, and even I think we got a rudbeckia blooming now too. It's really beautiful. Now the knockout roses, oh my goodness, they're just popping off. We've got another Indian blanket just pouring over the side. Same with that one. But I'm really happy with the results. We've got some more flowers here at the edge. And finally some here at the very end. Now it's not nearly as full as I wanted it to be. I wish this whole thing was covered with wildflowers. However, I'm also aware that when I planted this about 2-3 months ago, the compost that I used wasn't quite fully broken down. And because of that, a lot of the seeds had a hard time popping up through this material. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. So as you can see, there's a lot of leaves, and then we finally get under some of the leaves, and there we're finally getting some nice soil. But there's all this material. It's only partially broken down. So I think, as a suggestion to myself, since I do have some leftover seeds, I should filter through my compost, get the really nice fluffy soily material and put that right on top and mix that with my wildflower seeds. Now I want to make sure it's probably at least a ½ inch deep. There's plenty of moisture in here though. I'm not worried about it drying out. But let me know what you think about that. Maybe that might be interesting to see. So this is the wildflower bed that we're finally getting some good results with. But let's step over here. I also used a lot of those seeds for these 3 beds going all the way down. But as you can see, they really popped off in this one. This is the bed that I have added the most soil to. And you know, I added just as many seeds as all the other beds, but I think simply that organic matter just really gave them that head start that they needed. Over here, we've got some Indian flowers, Indian blankets. Those are really popping off. They managed to do well where it's much poorer soil quality. And then finally down here, a few more Indian blankets. Lovely. But that's not the only thing I wanted to share. We've also got this beautiful hibiscus has decided to come into bloom. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Bunch of buds on there. It's getting ready to pop. And right down here, it should look like this really soon. Should just be loaded. Really excited. Hi everyone. So I just showed you that wildflower mix, the results I should say, and it looks really promising. But I'm curious, and I want to hear from all of you, do you think I should go ahead and use some of my compost, go back in that wildflower bed, and really give it a second boost? There's plenty of time in the growing season for all the flowers to come up and set seed. I think it's a good idea, but I want to hear what y'all think. And right here, as you can see, this is a cubic yard. That is more than enough soil to amend the existing wildflower bed, really give it a boost that it so desperately wants. I just need to filter through it because there's a lot of sticks in here, and I don't want to make the same mistake twice. That would just be silly. If I could get my whole garden just full of wildflowers like this, I would be so happy. It's a really strong start though. I think the answer lies in the soil. Thank you for your time, and thanks for watching. Consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and I'll catch you in the next video.